Hello and welcome into today's edition of the Arizona State Sun Devils Insider Podcast. My name is Kevin Hicks and I am the lead beat writer for the Arizona State Sun Devils on SI. I will be joining you today as I have every day for the last month plus, and so looking forward to football season. It is right around the corner. Practices will be starting again very, very soon, and I will be excited to put boots on the ground and be at every single practice, getting practice footage when I can, getting footage from every press conference, every players talk to media, every time players talk to media, every time Coach Dillingham talks to media. Uh, it's going to be an absolute blast, and I am so thrilled to be covering Arizona State athletics as a whole this season, but particularly the football program. Once again, please follow me on X/Twitter if you get a chance to at khicks_21. Uh, that's where the most content will be posted to. So if you want to get an exclusive look at certain stuff, please give me a follow. Um, so today I wanted to talk about the basketball program again. As you know, the NBA draft was just held. Once again, no Arizona State player selected in the draft. There hasn't been an Arizona State player selected in the draft since Josh Christopher was picked 24th overall by the Houston Rockets in the 2021 draft. Despite that, Lujan's Dort just won an NBA championship. James Harden was the third overall pick in the 2009 draft and has carved out an undeniable Hall of Fame career, including winning MVP and being the leading scorer in the NBA multiple times. So Sun Devil basketball does have certain things going for it, but this mock draft from CBS Sports that went active this morning is just a major gut punch for Arizona State fans, and we need to talk about it. We really do need to talk about it. So, CBS Sports analyst Adam Finkelstein came up with his 2026 mock draft a year before it is going set to occur. Uh, Lottery only, so only 14 picks, and unfortunately, two of them have ties to Arizona State. So we really do need to talk about it. So at number eight, at number seven, he has Jayden Quaintance going to the Toronto Raptors. As we all know, Quaintance currently a 17-year-old sophomore. He's going to his sophomore year of college. 6'9", dynamic athlete, dynamic defender, showed a lot of upside on offense, had several high-level offensive games as the season progressed at in his freshman season in Tempe, before the partially torn ACL ended his season. And by the time the season ended, the writing was more or less on the wall. The player we're mentioning next is probably the final straw that drove a lot of the 4/5 star talent out of the Arizona State program. But we all know the story. Quaintance was originally committed to play for John Calipari at Kentucky. He ended up decommitting once Calipari was let go or departed mutually, whatever it was. He came to Tempe because Bobby Hurley really, really valued him. They built a strong rapport. Uh, Quaintance was very, very unquestionably the best player on the Arizona State program this season or this past season. He consistently brought energy, high motor, strong IQ. Very, very impressive for a kid that still has a lot of room to grow overall. Um, yeah, so Quaintance is another big what if in the grand scheme of Arizona State basketball. Really could have done great things if it wasn't for the imbalanced roster, the depth issues, the issue of dismissing BJ Freeman from the program, Joe Santa's injury. There were so many factors that went into the season going awry, and in 2025-26, the roster is going to look a lot different, obviously. So we'll see if that ends up working out, substituting the talent for it, more experience and more depth. Um, for the second part of that, right after that, he has Koa Peat going number 8 to OKC Thunder. And as we all know, Koa Peat was the absolute crown jewel of the Arizona State recruiting efforts. He was a multi-year target ever since I believe he was a sophomore at Perry High School locally. Um, Phenomenal talent, part of a phenomenally athletic family. If you don't know, his brother Cassius played college football at Michigan State. His brother Andrews is currently in the NFL and has been for about a decade. So absolute juggernaut of a family when it comes to athleticism. He was a McDonald's All-American. He won 4 state titles at Perry. Number 11 recruit in the 2025 class, I believe, and Arizona State was at the forefront of the recruiting for the vast majority of the process. It was well documented that Bobby Hurley left an impression on the Peat family, and if reports are to be believed, the decision for Koa to go to Arizona was a legitimate last minute decision. It wasn't something that had been planned out for weeks or months or anything else. He genuinely was torn between Arizona and Arizona State, and the way fate, the path that fate chose, could end up costing the Sun Devils program. We'll see what happens. I do believe that that was probably the final straw in Jayden Quaintance deciding to go to Kentucky in actuality this time. Maybe Shannon and Amir Ali were on their way out anyways, but it's pretty easy to put two and two together there. And now Arizona is going to be exceptionally loaded this season. They have 3, 4/5 star talents. Obviously, Koa Pete 5 star talent, Braden Burrius 5 star talent, Dwayne Aristota 4 star, and Bryce James, the son of LeBron James, also in the Arizona recruiting class, and they return about 40% of their scoring production from last season as well. So that team is going to be a force in the Big 12. Could even go as far to say that they are in the top at tier of contenders alongside a squad such as Houston, a squad such as Kansas. They are going to be awesome, and Arizona State fans might need to brace for what could happen in the rivalry series this season and the 2 games they play. While I do believe and have stated in the past that this Sun Devil basketball team could be better than people anticipate, the talent gap is going to be massive. There's just no denying that. Arizona, this could be the most talented team Arizona's had in a decade, and that's saying a lot. That's going on incredible limbs to say. Uh, we'll see what happens. Bobby Hurley, as I've stated before, I still believe in him. Uh, he always does his best work, it seems, when his back is against the wall, when expectations are low, when it seems like his job security is at almost zero. So we'll see what he does with this very different outside the box approach compared to what he previously has done. Uh, Obviously, bringing in a pure point guard and Mo Odom, that could be massive. It really, I really can't overstate that enough. That bringing in a pure point guard that averages 7 assists a game, shoots 37% from 3 point range could be massive to a Sun Devils offense that has struggled to really usher in consistent flow. Uh, as we know, Alston Mason, Marion Jackson, and other point guards that have been brought in are more score first, and that has led to more volatility overall in the offense. So that could be absolutely massive. Marcus Adams Jr., a former 4 star talent, could score the rock at any level of the floor. Very athletic, can probably fit into the team scheme defensively. There is stuff to like about this Arizona State basketball team. We'll just see if it actually comes to fruition on the court. Let's see if this team has camaraderie. Let's see if the depth that Hurley has acquired will end up paying off. Let's see if they'll play more physical brand of basketball in 2025-26. And that is all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I will catch you tomorrow. And yeah.